Hello viewers, welcome to RJ's Botany. Today I am here with a new topic, that is cell membrane or plasma membrane. We have discussed in the previous video that in plant shell, the outermost covering is cell wall. Below cell wall, cell membrane or plasma membrane is present. But in animal cell, plasma membrane is the outermost covering. So, each living cell is extremely covered by a thin living elastic, transparent, semi-permeable membrane called cell membrane or plasma membrane. That means cell membrane is thin, living portion, flexible, clear, and only solvent part of solution can pass, so it is semi-permeable membrane. Discovery: it was discovered by Swanson. Occurrence: in animal cell, plasma membrane is the outermost covering, but in plant shell, it is present just below the shell wall. Origin: it is originated from autogen of protoplasm in the process of dehydration and thickening. That means when cell wall is formed, after that below it cell membrane or plasma membrane is present. Here water is removed and a thick layer is formed, which forms cell membrane or plasma membrane. Cell wall including the cell membrane portion, this one is called as protoplasm. Next is origin. Next is thickness. Thickness of cell membrane is about 75 angstrom. Appearance: under electron microscope, cell membrane appears to be trilamellar, that means three layer. Outer dark layer, middle transparent layer, and inner dark layer. Some of the constituents like chemical composition: lipid 20 to 40%, protein 60 to 70%, carbohydrate 1 to 5% is present in cell membrane. Coming to the structure here, different scientists proposed different models to explain structural organization of cell membrane. First is lipid bilayer model. Here two layers of lipid are formed and it was proposed by Overton. Next is sandwich model. It was proposed by Ranelli and Dapson, and this is a trilamellar membrane where outer protein layer and middle phospholipid layer. Next, and this one is outer is protein layer. Next is unit membrane model, which was proposed by Robertson, and this model explains protein molecule of plasma membrane are extended and fibrous in nature. Next is micellar model. This was proposed by Hiller and Huffman. And the last one is fluid mosaic model, and this is the most accepted model of plasma membrane, which was proposed by Singer and Nicholson. Coming to the model, that is sandwich model. According to this model, it is trilamellar, that means three layers are present where outer and inner protein layer enclose middle phospholipid layer. Outer and inner protein layer enclose the middle phospholipid layer. That means in outer portion and inner portion there is protein layer, and in the middle portion there is phospholipid layer. And this phospholipid layer, the tail part is hydrophobic, that means lack of water, and then head portion is hydrophilic, that means it contains water. So this is the sandwich model proposed by Overton. Next is unit membrane model. This model explains that protein molecules of plasma membrane are extended and fibrous in nature. These are the protein which are fibrous in nature, both outer portion, and these are extended portion and also fibrous in nature. And the middle portion is phospholipid layer. Here hydrophobic tail and hydrophilic head. Head contain waters and tail is lack of water. Coming to the next structure, it is fluid mosaic model, and which was the most accepted model of plasma membrane. This was proposed by Singer and Nicholson. According to this model, structure of membrane is organized by two phases, that is fluid phase and mosaic phase. Fluid phase, this consists of two layers of phospholipid molecules. Each phospholipid molecule has one polar head, which is hydrophilic, and two nonpolar tail, that is hydrophobic. So this phase consists of two layers of phospholipid molecules, and these phospholipid molecules have head and tail. It is polar head, that is hydrophilic, contains water, and nonpolar tail, that is hydrophobic. In each layer, the head of phospholipid molecules face towards the surface. And these phospholipid molecules exhibit two types of movement. One is movement within one layer, that is transitional movement. Flip-flop movement, that means movement within two layers. This is flip-flop movement. Here is mosaic phase. This phase consists of patches of globular protein. Fluid phase contains only phospholipid molecules, but mosaic phase contains globular protein which are present patches. These protein patches are of two types. One is extrinsic protein or peripheral protein, that is 30% present, and extrinsic protein or integral protein, that is 70% present. Extrinsic protein which are present at the periphery, that means these are called as peripheral protein. These protein patches remain on either surface of lipid bilayer, which are externally present, and these protein patches are comparable to floating iceberg of Antarctica Sea. As these are present like patches in nature, so these are referred as floating iceberg which are present in Antarctica Sea. Next is intrinsic protein. These proteins remain buried with lipid bilayer, that means they are present inside. These are intrinsic proteins. Some larger protein patches are visible from bow surface called transmembrane protein, and these are transmembrane protein, and in such protein contain tunnels called tunnels protein. So here is the diagram of fluid mosaic model. In fluid phase, we have discussed two layers of phospholipid molecule. These are two layers of phospholipid molecules. Next, here one polar head which is hydrophilic and two nonpolar tail, that is hydrophobic in nature, that means it lacks water. And these phospholipid molecules exhibit two types of movement. There is movement within one layer or movement within two layers. So one is transitional movement and other one is flip-flop movement. But in mosaic phase, this phase consists of patches of globular proteins. Globular proteins are of two types. One is extrinsic, which is externally present, and others are intrinsic protein, which is present inside the layer. Extrinsic proteins are either surface or bilayer that are present on the either surface of lipid bilayer, and these are present patches. So these are referred as floating icebergs of Antarctica Sea. And extrinsic proteins are buried within the lipid bilayer, and there is one larger protein patches present on both surfaces, that is transmembrane protein, and this protein contains a tonnel present which is called as tonnel protein. So this is all about the fluid mosaic model, which is the most accepted model of plasma membrane. Next is function of plasma membrane. It protects animal cell as there is no cell wall. As we have discussed, animal cell lack cell walls, so outermost covering is plasma membrane and it protects animal cell. Next is it is selectively semi-permeable as it allows some selected substance to enter the cell. As it allows some selected substance to enter to the cell, so these are called selectively semi-permeable. Semi-permeable means only solvent part of solution can pass. Next is different unicellular organism. Unicellular means single cell organism. The membrane helps in movement by forming cilia, which are short hair-like structure, and long hair-like structure, that is flagella, pseudopodia, which is present in amoeba. Cell membrane can generate its lost part after an injury. After it After it becomes injured, cell membrane can regenerate its lost part. It can repair. Next is, in some cells, membrane form brass-like structure called microvilli, and these microvilli are present in animal cell to increase the surface area for absorption of materials. So microvilli helps to absorb some materials. Next is in multicellular animals, that means many cells present in the animals, the cell membrane forms many Johnsonal complex to keep connection in between cells. So this is all about the function of plasma membrane. It protects, these are selectively semi-permeable, and in unicellular organisms some cilia, flagella, pseudopodia are also present. It helps in regeneration. Then microvilli, which absorbs materials in multicellular organism, it keeps connection in between cell. Next is, according to transport of materials, membranes are of two types: semi-permeable membrane, and another one is selectively permeable membrane. Semi means half. That means in this type of membrane only solvent part of solution can pass. So what is the solvent here? Selectively permeable membrane means only selected materials can pass through the membrane. So this is all about the structure of plasma membrane and some of the models of plasma membrane. It constitutes lipids and proteins as major chemical component. Thickness is 75 angstroms, and is the outermost covering of animal cell, and in plant shell it is present below the shell wall. I hope you like this video. Thank you.